This is your Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, September the 20th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and thanks for tuning in. And wow, what a nice weekend we have in store for us. Let's take a look at the Skycam network. There is a look at Clanton. Wow, isn't that beautiful, looking at the sunrise? And how about this shot? Oh, man, just kind of want that one to hang on my wall. And got an interesting glow down at Dauphin Island with a nice little tree over there to the right. And one more shot, just kind of Selma. I love the bridge shot down there over the Alabama River. So just an extra one thrown in for good measure. High pressure over the southeastern U.S. is keeping us in great shape with almost a spring-like weekend in store for us. And one of the reasons for that is the upper atmosphere. We're in a rather zonal flow, so we're sort of disconnected right now from all of the major storms moving across the northern stream, and the southern stream has become very zonal, and that is keeping us mild. And we can see that the southeast still under some freezing temperatures this morning, but not terribly bad, getting into the upper 20s for the most part. Looking a little closer to central Alabama here, we can see that Anniston is one of the cooler spots at 28. Although we got Haleyville at 25 there. So still a coolish morning, but we should warm up nicely and into the 60s today. How nice can that be? Now, that little low we had in the central U.S. is creating some problems up there with some winter storm advisories, watches, and warnings in effect for the central part of the United States. QPF, you can see that QPF or precipitation forecast for the central part of the United States, giving them mostly snow. But for us down here, it looks like the rain over the next 5 days coming primarily during the Sunday night, Monday morning time frame is going to be on the order of a half to 3/4 of an inch. Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking a specific area for slight risk, but thunderstorms are possible in Oklahoma, Texas, parts of Arkansas and Louisiana. And so they're keeping their eye on that. All right, let's get to the 06Z GFS model run. High pressure over the southeastern U.S. is keeping us nice and warm for this weekend. And we have a ridge in the upper atmosphere for Sunday. But notice we have a little shortwave trough moving through Oklahoma. And that will be helping to generate a little surface low. And, of course, you can see the 540 thickness line across the Central Plains area. That is where those winter storm watches and warnings and advisories are in effect. But it looks like perhaps we're going to see the rain come in late on Sunday. Let's take a look at an intermediate time frame. This is midnight, and it looks like the rain edging into the western part of the state primarily by midnight. So it looks like an early morning thing on Monday. And Monday, the shortwave trough zips along, and we can see that it's over the Ohio River Valley by 18Z or noontime on Monday, and that should be sweeping the rain on out of here for us. So it looks like primarily a morning kind of thing, so driving to work could be a bit wet. By Tuesday, we're watching that very vigorous shortwave come in across the extreme West Texas, the Big Bend country, and northern Mexico. And that is certainly potentially going to bring some winter weather to Texas, and with it, a possible low across the Gulf. And like I say, very, very vigorous shortwave along with the closed low up over Chicago. And that combines to bring a low across the Gulf. And notice that we really chill out again on Wednesday. So it's going to get cold once again after this nice warm-up that we've had this weekend. But it looks like the low is going to be a little too far south. But there is a possibility that we might see some snow flurries on the Wednesday time frame. And then again into Wednesday night, Thursday, as a little moisture is coming out of the central U.S. By Thursday, that closed low, once again, haven't we seen this look quite a lot this winter with that closed low over the eastern half of the country and the very deep trough? And, of course, that's producing another major storm, it looks like, for the mid-Atlantic states and the New England states with lots of snow. And look, once again, we've seen this a lot. The 540 line all the way down to the Gulf Coast one more time. maybe this will be our last really cold one. Well, we'll see. Okay, not going to forecast that just yet. We stay pretty chilly on Friday as the 540 line is down over the Gulf Coast, and you notice the high settling in over the northwestern Gulf of Mexico. We've got this real deep double-barreled upper air pattern with a pinched ridge between those two storm systems, and that is keeping us in the dry weather, but of course that storm system is winding down for New England. By a little later into the time period, as we get out into voodoo, we have an exciting time. This is the 2nd of March. Wow, can hardly believe we're already talking about March. And, of course, that means severe weather. And keep in mind, next week is Severe Weather Awareness Week across the state of Alabama. But we have a vigorous shortwave moving across the southeastern U.S., and that one is also potentially looking like a winter storm. But remember, we're out in voodoo, so you know how we look at that, kind of with one eye winking a little bit and squinting. And then finally, at the end of the period, the 7th of March, and we're under a ridge, so we kind of warm up, but looks still stormy with a nice trough off to our west, and that producing a storm system in the central part of the United States. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. I expect to have the next one posted around 8 o'clock or so on Sunday morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great Saturday, and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.